will help people live a normal life as opposed to the kind of hell they're living through right now. So I appreciate you being here. Any questions, please? Yeah. I know that Alabama was in the original forecast. They thought it would get it as a piece of it. It was supposed to go, actually, we have a better map than that, which is going to be presented, where we had many lines going directly, many models, each line being a model, and they were going directly through. And in all cases, Alabama was hit, if not lightly, in some cases pretty hard. Georgia, Alabama was a different route. They actually gave that a 95% chance probability. It turned out that that was not what happened. It made the right turn up the coast. But Alabama was hit very hard and was going to be hit very hard along with Georgia. But under the current, they won't be. Georgia will be possibly. We're going to see. We're right at that point right now. But I think Georgia's going to be in great shape. Everyone's going to be in great shape because we're going to take care of it regardless. But the original path was through Florida. That was probably 3 days. I think that's probably 3-4 days old. The original path that most people thought it was going to be taken, as you know, was right through Florida, where on the right would have been Georgia, Alabama, et cetera.
And that map that you showed today looked like it almost had like a Sharpie.
I don't know. It was going to be hitting directly, and that would have affected a lot of other states. But that was the original chart, and you see it was going to hit not only Florida, but Georgia. Could have was going toward the Gulf. That was what was originally projected.
Mr. President, can you speak to your involvement in the Vice President's plans to stay at a Trump property in Ireland during?
Well, I had no involvement other than it's a great place. It's Doonbeg. I own it. It's in Ireland. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. And he had his family lives there, which is really amazing. Mike, his family has lived there for many decades. In fact, one of the first things he said to me is that he knew I had this terrific place in Doonbeg in Ireland, and he said to me, you know, my family lives in Doonbeg, meaning in that area, that certain area of, it's a beautiful area in Ireland. But from what I understood, he was going there. Then I heard he was going there, but I didn't, it wasn't my idea for Mike to go there. Mike went there because his family's there. That's my understanding of it.
Suggest that he.
No, I didn't. I don't suggest anything. I don't suggest it, nor did I with the Attorney General. I never spoke to the Attorney General about using my hotel. I have a lot of hotels all over the place, and people use them because they're the best. I mean, you know, they're the best. And I know the Attorney General is using them, as I read in the paper. I never, to this day, I haven't spoken to him about it. But he's using the hotel, and people like my product. What can I tell you? Can't help it. But, you know, and I guess they say we want to stay at a place that's better than someplace else. But with Mike Pence, we never spoke about it. And with Bill, I never spoke about it. Attorney General Barr, we never spoke about it. But that's what they choose. Yes?
Yes. Walmart is discontinuing sale of certain ammo. Do you think they're making a smart decision?
That's up to Walmart. Hey, they're very smart. They had a tremendous quarter. They just announced tremendous numbers, which tells you how well our country is doing. That's sort of like the ultimate poll. But Walmart announced numbers that were shockingly good. I'm very proud of them from that standpoint. From the standpoint of what they're doing with ammunition and guns, you'd have to talk to them. That's up to them.
Could help deter future shootings, or at least the damage from future
Well, I don't know. They feel that what they did is the right thing, and they can do what they have to do. We're working with Congress, I can tell you. A lot of people are working on different scenarios, and we're going to see how it all comes about and what happens.
Mr. President, are you saying the time is now, sir, for something that happened with guns, as you're saying?
We're looking at some things that are very strong, and we have to do it in a bipartisan way, and we're going to see what happens, John. We're going to see what happens. Hopefully something good will come out of it. We will know fairly soon. Again, a lot of talks going on, a lot of people coming back, and it's going to be very interesting. But people want to come to a solution if we can.
Will you get backlash from the NRA, sir?
Maybe. It's
You
all
don't
right.
mind
We
that?
have to do what's right. No, we're going to do what's right. I respect the NRA greatly. They were very nice to me. They supported me, and I have great respect for them. They love our country. But we're going to do what's right. And you know what? The NRA wants to do what's right, too. I really believe that. I think the NRA wants to do what's right. I hope so. A problem that hasn't turned out to be that kind of a problem, but who knows? You know, again, I always say, who knows what's going to happen?